before I address the travesty that this match is even taking place, I got a little something for you, Ace Rockwell. You see, last time we were here and poor Wesley Grissom was left a bloody mess in this ring, puking up his own internal organs and blood. That was because of you, Ace, because you're a coward who hid behind a referee. And now you've chosen to hide behind Jerry Palmer and his abuse of power with his ridiculous suspension of chemo. And if that wasn't bad enough, he makes a man like the Universal Soldier have to come out here and wrestle a match to prove he's the #1 contender? My God, Jerry Palmer, are you blind? Take a look at this man. He's clearly not just the #1 contender, but a champion in his own right who stands alone at the top of the mountain. Well, tonight, Mikael Judas is gonna find that out again. You see, Mikael Judas, you've never beaten the Universal Soldier, but he owns multiple victories over you. And tonight, it's not gonna be any different.
Well, Greg Hunter just now joining me back as Mikael Judas was heading out to the ring. Jeff G. Bailey distracting him, and that gives a chance for the Universal Soldier, Phil Shatter, to go right after Judas. A battle of two former Anarchy heavyweight champions.
One of these two men will move on to season's beatings into a three-way dance for the Anarchy Heavyweight Championship. One man will be the defending Anarchy Heavyweight Champion. At the moment, that is Iceberg. But whomever the champion is will occupy that particular spot. Slot number 2, by virtue of defeating scoring the winning fall against Iceberg at Fright Night, Shadow Jackson is already in the three-way dance. One of these two men will occupy the third and final spot.
Greg Hunter, this match right here, I totally lay on your blame. This is your problem. The reason this match is happening is because of you. Because of your insistence on meddling in other people's affairs. Had you just did your job and interviewed Shadow Jackson and called it a wrap, none of this would have ever happened. Shatter would have been the rightful third participant in that matchup, and all would be right with the world. But no, I'm pretty sure, I didn't get to hear the whole interview because I wasn't here, but I'm pretty sure you put your 2 cents worth because I know you.
Actually, as I recall, all I said was that the three-way dance had been ordered, Shadow Jackson was in, and then I was rather unceremoniously stopped from getting comments from Shadow Jackson thanks to the altercation that leads us to this featured contest.
Greg Hunter, when are you going to be a man and accept responsibility for your actions? I'm sick and tired of you placing the blame on other people when you know it's your fault. Now, Jeff G. Bailey is an honest man. He's a great man. He's a model citizen. And for the 5th year, he's helping me with my taxes. He told me that's how it went down. He told me that you had something to do with all this.
And right now, fans, and for anyone at home, especially the IRS, I can get you Mr. Johnson's home phone number. Right now, the Universal Soldier Shatter in control of the Priest of Punishment. I do not even recall hearing a bell, to be honest with you. I don't believe this contest has officially started.
That doesn't matter to these two guys. I mean, do you realize that we're looking at two very dominant former champions? Both men had 8-month reigns with that championship title. Both men, I mean, like I said, they know that taste of glory. They know what it's like to have that Anarchy Championship strapped around their waist. Of course, Mikael Judas won his in a steel cage match as Michael Adrian some 4 years ago, as Mikael Judas just moved to our announce booth about 4 feet backwards.
And they are right here below us, using a steel chair, just gouging away at the throat, trying to choke the life out of Mikael Judas, and we can hear referee Brent Wiley screaming, "Get in the ring." He is showing a great deal of latitude. Even though this match is not officially started, he could very easily throw this out at any time, and he has not done so. He knows how important the Anarchy Heavyweight Championship is. Oh my Lord! Suplex on the ramp here in the NWA Arena.
Now, Greg Hunter, one other thing too. How desperate would Shatter be to get into this three-way dance? Because despite losing the championship to Iceberg, he was the first man to pin Iceberg in Anarchy and the first man ever to make Iceberg submit. Of course, that was in War Games. Now, interestingly enough, something that both these men have in common, they both lost their championships at a hardcore Hell event.
Right now, the match is finally underway. The crowd here at the NWA Arena solidly behind the Priest of Punishment, Mikael Judas, who is at this moment appears to be virtually dead weight.
And it looks like he set him up for the PTSD here, Greg Hunter.
It looks like he is indeed looking for the post-traumatic stress disorder. His patented power bomb as the crowd here in the Church of Southern Wrestling is screaming for Mikael Judas, and he holds him up.
He wasted way too much time, Greg Hunter. He wasted way too much time to Shatter, and that bought Mikael Judas just enough time to get his second wind about him, to pick Shatter up and toss him over his back. That's the one thing about Mikael Judas that we've always known. This man has an amazing ability to absorb punishment.
And right now, he gets out of the way. Shatter nails the post, shoulder first. Mikael Judas nearly beheads with that clothesline. Looking, he's got it throttled. Choke slam. Oh, Shatter on his feet. Spinebuster slam.
And that's definitely a message to Shadow Jackson, who uses that spinebuster, that 1031.
Only a 2 count. Shatter with that spinebuster slam out of a sense of desperation. You can hear the bulk of this crowd solidly behind Mikael Judas. 1 or 2 behind the Universal Soldier. But Mikael Judas, the overwhelming favorite here, only the second man in history to ever be the Anarchy Heavyweight Champion. And right now, big knee, right in the side of the skull, boot to the midsection, butterfly into the corner, shades of the one-man mafia that reigned for 8 months with an iron fist here at NWA Anarchy.
And Greg Hunter, one more interesting point to make out here is that as Michael Adrian, Mikael Judas was managed by Jeff G. Bailey and was one of the most hated men in this building. So to hear the crowd solidly behind him like they have been for the better part of a year is an amazing thing.
And right now, the Priest of Punishment is stalking his prey. Big right hand, boot to the midsection, and another right hand. It has been more than 2 years, almost going on 3 at this point, since Mikael Judas has tasted gold in this building. And just like that, how tough is the Universal Soldier? He took that mafia kick in the corner and still had the presence of mind to simply shove Mikael Judas away, now raining down right hands on the skull of the former Anarchy champion.
Greg Hunter, you know, the Universal Soldier, that's not just some flashy nickname. That's a state of mind for this man. This man is a soldier. This man served this country in war zones. This man...
Right now, Brent Wiley's count up to, looks like 8. Both men are down. Wait just a minute. That's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Brent Wiley has counted both men out of the ring. This match is a double countout. The third and final spot at Season's Beatings remains vacant.
Well, Greg Hunter, as Greg Hunter made the announcement, we still have Mikael Judas and Shatter going at it outside the ring. The match is over, it doesn't much matter anymore as Shatter just raining down punches onto the head of Mikael Judas.
Mikael Judas pulls him back into the corner. These two men do not want this violence to end. They want this situation settled, and they want it settled now. Brent Wiley, God bless him, he's trying to get these two men to stop. I wouldn't step between them, but he is certainly doing everything he can, at least verbally, to get these two big men to stop. Shatter backs up. Shatter clothesline out to the floor.
And Greg Hunter, if I was Brent Wiley, I'd run right now. There's nothing between these guys but air. Oh, God.
Maybe you didn't hear. The bell is rung. This is over. This is over. Why do you think I'm not trying to get in your business, but the business in this building is mine. Don't get on me, big man. Don't get on me. Because among a bunch of other things, a suspension is online for you if you don't stop. I don't have nothing against you. I ain't trying to get in your business, but the business of this building sits right here on these shoulders.
Oh, God, we're in trouble.
He's absolutely right. He's the owner. He answers to the NWA.
Now, obviously, this ain't over.
He's the #1 contender.
He ain't nothing yet. He is not #1 nothing yet. This ain't the BCS, Jeff. It don't go by computer. It goes by 1, 2, 3, and I did not hear it.
Maybe he needs
I'm
to turn
going to
up
tell
his
you
book
what
to
we're going
2000.
to do. But if he takes another step in that ring right now, he's going to join your man Chemo on a 30-day vacation. Obviously, we need to do this again next week. But the other obvious is, hold on. I know they don't mind.
Tempers are flaring here, folks. This is how important the Anarchy heavyweight title is.
1 week from tonight, we will have a rematch. One week from tonight, we will have this rematch. You will get what you're after. But obviously, I need to get somebody big enough and bad enough as an official. No offense, Brent Wiley, but we need somebody big enough and bad enough to officiate this thing.
Who in the world is that big and
And
bad?
as I'm thinking, only one
Nobody.
name is big enough and bad enough to officiate this match in this building, in this ring. Hit the music and bring out my official for next week.
Oh, God.
Oh, my Lord.
This is totally unfair.
You mean to tell me that for 1 week, Shadow Jackson is an NWA official?
He can't even count to 3.
They'll settle this. They will settle this in a rematch right here on Anarchy Television. Shatter, Mikael Judas, and Shadow Jackson as the assigned official.
Oh my God! Is this place hot or what? So you want to fight him, and you want to fight him. I tell you what, if I'm gonna be in this match, I really don't care if you win. Big man, I got all the respect in the world for you. You're the biggest man in this company. But I'm already in that match. So I don't care if you win either. Because it's seasons beatings. And I'm going to tell you to your face too. I have every intention of the people's champ becoming the heavyweight champ. Right down the middle.